Thank you so much for staying tuned to this channel. It's all about security situation in the country. Some are saying it's Nigeria versus banditry, dealing with security insurgents, or the menace of bandits. But it concerns you and I, and of course to add voice to numerous voices heard over the TV and of course radio on the security situation in our country. Jeremy, welcome, Professor. Yes, of Lands and Survey in Uniben. He's also, a political analyst, a human rights activist. Jeremy, to welcome Prof. Ralph Eyegato. Prof, welcome to TMI Monday's edition.
Thank you. Good morning, viewers at home.
All right. You heard the first guest had it me on said he talked about security challenges, and of course he talked about his heartfelt pains about what is really going on. But it's like other schools are being hit because that is your primary constituent. You are a prof, right? As the schools are being targeted. As a prof, what do you feel about this?
Yeah, normally, even if no school, I'm feeling very, very bad about it because they are trying to distort the activities of education in Nigeria, and students who want to continue to go to school, they want to stop them, and that's the agenda. And I am not comfortable with it. Nigeria has not been divided. I'm really disturbed. From Boko Haram to banditry to harassment to kidnapping, you can't even travel on the road. It's a very big problem, And once if you are even your four calls, how to say we wonder what will happen next. Is it an attack on you? So there's nothing happening in Nigeria. So it's quite unfortunate, and as I said before, this country has not been divided. This is very, 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 very sad, and I don't know. I think the government should need to do something about it, because look at from Zamfara. It's not Zamfara now, I think. With the kidnapped from Katsina to Niger State to Zamfara now, I don't know. So it's quite unfortunate, and the target is to frustrate the students who want to go to school, because if you look at one of the agendas of this Boko Haram, is to stop Western education. My challenge has been, you want to stop Western education, but you use bomb, you use a gun to carry out activity. These are the technology of Western education, Yet you don't want the people to go to school. So I do not know, because if it's an avenue, somebody was saying yesterday on television I was watching, say maybe it's an avenue to extort money from government by not going to the government to collect the money. Because there must be it's a cabal, the way I see it. People are supporting these activities in Nigeria.
No, you're saying that it's a way to get their own share of the national cake. Is
yes,
that what you're saying?
That's what, because if government cannot do something about it, then what do you expect to say? Because each child will crying that this is happening, and the government is just doing nothing.
No, you can't say the government is doing nothing. At least you've seen them making statements, see them deploying police, military helicopters to find the abducted girls. So you say they're doing nothing?
Let me ask you. When I was doing my study overseas, I had a opportunity of meeting a policeman. He asked me a question. You are in Nigeria. I said, you're from Nigeria. So he told me he heard that people will kidnap your brothers and keep them in the forest or in the house, and they use the telephone to call you to collect ransom. I said yes. You know what they said? You can't try that. See, when you insult, when you even abuse statement to somebody or threaten somebody with your phone, it's recorded. They will come after you. They know where you are. I do not believe that the military don't know where they are. Because when I was in Shell, working for Nigeria Delta, then there was this militant incident. I asked one of the commander when I was in the field, at Non River. I asked him, say, excuse me, sir, these people that are doing kidnapping, that the kidnapping was in that time. They were kidnapping people, destroying pipeline, all that. And I asked him, don't you know where they are? He said, my brother, we know where they are. See, if they give us one command, see, these guys will be eliminated. He told me straight away. So I'm confident that these military people, they know where they are. Something is not just working. We can't continue to live like this country. We can't continue to live like this. Very, very sad.
All right, now the call for our state government and school owners to beef up security, do you think is going to help in abating the crime of kidnapping?
They have to beef up security, seriously. Especially in the night, where for those that operate boarding house, it's about security, because when it comes to you and you are defenseless, there's nothing you can do about it. You need to beef up security in our schools now, both even in the afternoon and at night, because you can't just take your child to school and then the principal will tell you he or she was kidnapped. How would you feel? So that for now, that will happen in the south, but it's in Nigeria. It's happening now. So we should look at how to the beef security. I'm not a security expert anyway, but I believe that if you beef security and when they are coming, there's resistance. I think they will think twice. But what we are told is that the force they use most time is outweigh the number of the forces, the what call it, the security forces. That we are told. When they are coming, they come in group. So you have to ensure that you can withstand their threats.
Now, not even that they come in group, they come with that Menace, these artilleries. What amount of security can a school put in place to repel this attack? Not even that the way they come, according to reports, is like a kind of commando style. It's like these guys, they know their onions, they are well trained. How can one repel such?
No, they are well trained.
What incognizes are the state of the school to start off with?
Yeah, you see, as I said, I'm a security expert. I don't know how to counteract, but I know how to say, okay. But if force is equal to force, all you need, because when in physics, there's momentum.
Yeah.
When this one's more than this, this one push one back. So when the momentum of A is more than momentum of B, A will take over outweigh that of B. But as I've said, if they are aware that there's security in schools now, I think they will think twice before coming. And apart from security being in school, they should have a network of if there's the forces of this bandit are more than what they have, they should have a backup. Call it backup to support. So they can repair them from this attack.
All right, now closing down of schools, is that an option? Because that's what some governors in the north are opting for right now, to shut down schools. You are in the academia, I mean, what do you feel about this?
Shutting down school, yes, it's to protect the children. But you see, in the Nigerian system, we in this era now, we have gone to this online learning. We don't have this facility in Nigeria. But for now, I would support the school to shut down and go into online so the children can learn online. So they will
what of those that cannot afford data, that cannot afford laptops, that don't have connectivity in that area?
That's what I'm saying. Even if we have money to buy data, they don't have connectivity. So those are the challenges we have. What do we do? I'm going to leave the children at home, not go to school. If, for instance, they might not close out the school, they can. Okay, let's go to do dealing. Instead of going, what they do now, that they go to school at night to kidnap children who are in body house, so they can stop that body house. So they come from home. So you can in the afternoon, you can have security protection in the afternoon. Then in the evening, you go to the festival.
But won't this add pressure in our security architecture? Therefore, we have numerous schools ranging from hundreds and thousands in each state. How can we really secure them without putting pressure on our security architecture?
This is what we are talking about. I support this issue of state police because if you federal mind, because they overwhelmed with activities, you know, banditry, Boko Haram, kidnapping, a lot of things. But if we have state policing, that will augment those lapses we are talking about. If you have police, they can take away the activity of this of the federal government police and military, so they can help us. We need this thing as soon as possible because we can't continue to believe in fear. The government should look at creating this state police so that we can have alternative to, you know, when there's crisis, we can call. So, this is the issue. You have someone that can come to the rescue.
Some of the things that we should adopt the system being adopted from persons in the southwest, like their multi-coup corps, have their own security network in each state or each geopolitical zone. Do you think that would go a long way?
I've said the other time when I came here that
yes,
in our state we should have such thing. Look at what happened last week when someone was killed at Sapele Road with a riot, you know. So if you have such, you can call them for help. Because the thing is very bad now. The killing, kidnapping, and banditry is very high. So we cannot continue to live to the police. They are trying. You know, when you have issues with police, you know they are really effective. But you see, they have overwhelmed. So they need a backup and support from other agencies.
Now, talking about backup and support, some of the opinion that, look, if this continues, they should opt for home education. What do you feel about that? Each one teach your children at home, like what they do in some climes. You can't go to school, you study at home. How do you feel? Because right now, school seems to be the target. And we have various ways of imparting knowledge. Talked about people not having data, even if they can afford it, no connectivity. What about homeschooling?
If we adopt homeschool, which means we have handed over our country to banditry. That's the meaning. Because if you look, after God is government. So how can we, because of banditry and all this robbery issue, you hand over our country? That is, we have handed over our country to them. That's the meaning. So we should not allow the chunk to go that way. I said initially, this country has not been this. It's before 1215. It has never been. You can travel from here to sometimes I drive from here to Abuja. I enjoy it. I just, you know, I will drive for 2 hours, I'll stop, in my community, you know, sit down, you know, buy granite on the way, you know, I'll move. But now you can't try it. You cannot try it. A friend of mine told me that day that there's a case now that I come for health survey to do for court, to go to court, to, you know, I'm a surveyor, so sometimes I go to court to present a client for the case. I told them, I'm not going to come, even if you give me 1 million. I'm not going to come because I'm not sure from Benin, Trauchi, if I'll get there. How can we continue to live like this? Something needs to be done urgently. Something done urgently.
If something needs to be done, what do you have in mind? Because I haven't so much suggestions on ways to really curb this. Some talked about negotiation. When I talked about do not negotiate, go there with force. We have over 300 girls right now in detention, well, as they've been abducted. What method do you think can use to stop all this? Because it's becoming disturbing.
Let me tell you, the problem we have in Nigeria is if we commit crime, even if we steal money, no punishment.
All right, you just hold on to that thought, okay? When we return, we will continue with this discussion. We want to go on a break. Do not go anywhere. Do stay with us. Thank you so much for staying tuned. We're now on the last part of today's edition of This Morning on ITV. It's all about security situation in the country. Nigeria versus bandits. Yeah. And of course, dealing with banditry in Nigeria. School seems to be the target, and many persons have been talking about it. I invited someone in the academia to really share his own thoughts and opinions about schools being attacked. He's a prof at the Uniben, Professor Ralph Ehigato. You're making your point for how to go on a break. Could you please continue with the points?
Yeah, what I was trying to say was this, that when you kidnap somebody, you collect ransom. After collecting ransom, everybody go to sleep. That it should not be so. There should be reward or benefit for you to kidnap somebody. The reward is punishment. When ransom is paid, the police should go ahead to track to the police or the security agencies to go ahead to get these people arrested. Like what's happening in the north now. We're told that they released some students and those guys in the bus were released. Was ransom paid? If ransom was not paid, did they apprehend those people responsible for the kidnapping? If we can be getting these people arrested, then a warning will be served to those people planning to kidnap their neighbors. That's what happened in that state now. You just showed me now. These people to be kidnapped, they should be arrested. They should be eliminated. That's my view. Because if you kill, what do you expect?
Are you now saying that giving them ransom is encouraging them? No, if you know that,
of course,
that's talking trading.
Yes. It's encouraging them because when you give the ransom, you pay ransom, and they are not apprehended. What do you expect? They are encouraged to do it. So if there is a lesson to learn from kidnapping, then everybody will be cautious. But how will not be? Look at the Chibok guest, some of them. What lesson did we learn? Not. Okay, it's gone and we have settled. No. We should go after these people responsible for it. Yeah, but I only believe that they are being sponsored by some people. They should go ahead to get to the root of the matter.
Now, in the case of these Zamfara school girls, some are saying negotiate with them. Some are saying just go there, rescue the girls. If you're to be in the position to make a decision, what will it be?
Going there, just like what the American did that time, they kidnapped somebody from Nigeria. See how they were able to rescue their citizens. But do we have such capacity in Nigeria? If we have such capacity, you should go for it. But if we don't have such capacity in Nigeria, you better negotiate with them and let these children be rescued. Then I go after them. Because if you go there, I don't know. At least I'm not security expert. But if I thought as a layman, if you go there by force, they can kill these children. You understand?
So you're saying they pay the ransom first, then later go after them?
I'm not saying they should pay ransom. They can negotiate. They can negotiate for their release.
But they're saying that they should pay ransom indirectly.
I didn't say so. But they are saying it.
Okay, fine. Now, if they should negotiate, what were they negotiating?
No, they can ask. They can plead for them to pay. But they have been telling us that they are not paying ransom. So if the method they used in Niger should be used again in this affair, they say they don't really pay ransom. That's what they are telling us. Or are you aware that they pay ransom?
All right, thank you so much, Professor Ralph. I really appreciate your wonderful analysis. But we are here right now in this situation. Nigerians are worried because of the incident page of banditry. You get to hear also Boko Haram. You get to hear about farmers' headers clash. It's like one trouble too many. All right. I don't know if you really want to advise the government of the day as your final talk, so to speak, or to summarize your point. What will it be your advice to government of the day, to individuals, everyone that is one way or another concerned about this issue? What will
I think
it be?
everybody now should be security conscious. You mind where you go and be careful with people you are moving with, so that you don't be a victim or part of the victim. On the part of the government, I think they should wake up. They should wake up, because it has never been like this. It has never been this bad. Sometimes, most times, I don't listen to news any longer, because you don't hear any good news about Nigeria. This one was killed, this one was kidnapped, this one was maimed. I don't just understand. The government should do something.
All right, thank you.
So that we won't stop denying that I'm a Nigerian. So, everything to television.
All right, after that, we still have some good news and amazing from this country, and people are praying seriously for this country. Like what the first analyst talked about, he said there's a God factor. Yeah, so you have to do your best. Thank you so much, Prof. Appreciate the wonderful analysis. You out there as an individual, you have to do your best. You see something, say something, and of course, do something. Eventually, we will get out of this quagmire. Bye for now.